In the faith and reason system, heretical-based offenses are considered especially heinous. In Pisa, Italy, Galileo Galilei, who investigated the relationship between the Earth and the Sun, was a member of the elite squad known as the Special Scientists Unit. This is his story.
Boom, boom.
It burns! Probably wondering how I got into this situation. It all started when my model of the solar system went against the church's view of the solar system. If you ask the average Joe how I died, they probably say I was executed or burned at the stake. I was actually only in prison for 1 day. After that, I was put on house arrest, living comfortably in my luxurious house for the rest of my life.
Although the church and science have often locked horns, this video will use the church and science, also known as faith and reason, to explain the existence of God. Now, who can tell me what scientific materialism is? Well, let me explain it to you. First off, materialism is the belief that nothing but matter and the effects of that matter exist in the universe. Do you understand that? Okay. Alright then. Now, scientific materialism is the belief that the creation itself springs from matter and energy, and from absolutely nothing else. Got that? Good. Next, we will disprove scientific materialism and prove the existence of God using the double slit experiment.
Today, we will be performing the double slit experiment. The double slit experiment is a well-known experiment from the 1920s that explores the properties of light. So here, we have two very thin slits cut in the aluminum foil. We will then shine a light through the slits. The light that passes through the slits will be visible on the back wall. The goal of this experiment is to determine the properties of light. Before we actually conduct the experiment, we will cover the likely outcome. What we expect to see is two lines on the wall that correspond with the two slits in the foil. Now, let's see if our hypothesis is correct. Cameraman, you see that?
Well, that is not what we thought we would see. Instead of two lines that correspond to the slits, there is a single bright spot in the middle. Directly next to the bright spots are two darker areas. Next to the darker areas are slightly less bright spots that stretch down the wall. The strange phenomena seen in the result of this experiment is due to the nature of light. The pattern of light seen on the wall can be explained by wave interference. The bottom of the waves are called troughs, and the tops are called crests. When the trough of one wave meets with the crest of another wave, it is called destructive interference. This accounts for the two dark areas. When two troughs or two crests meet, it is called constructive interference. This accounts for the bright spot in the middle. When we perform the same experiment without an intelligent observer present, the results are astounding. When there is no intelligent observer present while the experiment is being performed, the light does not have the properties of a wave. When the light shines through the slits, the light on the wall is two lines that corresponds with the slits.
Discoveries made through the double slit experiment are numerous. Because we know that an intelligent observer is essential to the formation of matter, we can tell that scientific materialism is incorrect. A being that transcends matter itself, in this case humans, must be present for matter to form. Since humans are made of matter, there must exist a being that is essential to the formation of humans. This being cannot be bounded by the laws of nature. We as Catholics know this being to be God.
Now, you might be thinking, how do we know that the double slit experiment even works? When there's no intelligent observer, light doesn't act as both a wave and a particle. Instead, it only acts as a particle. Since we need an unintelligent observer, let's just use Ryan Downey.
Well, Kieran, you would be correct in saying that we need an unintelligent observer, but any person or even a camera taking a picture acts as an intelligent observer. In order to do this, we would have to have a photon detector, but they cost around $5,000.
We would show you light without the properties of a wave, but we can't. So you just have to take it on faith.